Hello and welcome to the second episode of the FA Cup Chronicles. My name is Craig, and coming up in today's episode is the second preliminary round of the FA Cup that we will be viewing. And we are going to be viewing the match of the last episode's winners, who were Walthamstow Football Club. They smashed Fisher Athletic 4-0, swept them aside, and are now into the second preliminary round. And they are taking on Didcot. Now, before we get into the game, I think it's a good idea we have a look at the form of both teams as well as what division they're in. So Walthamstow, from the last episode, I didn't actually go through Walthamstow themselves, so I think it's a good opportunity just to see how they've done this season and what league they're in. So as we can see, they are in the Essex Senior League, which I know is level 9 in England, so the 9th tier in English football. It says they were founded in 1964. As we found out in the last episode, they were only renamed Walthamstow in 2018. They were known as Waltham Forest Football Club before that. Regardless, they've had quite a good start to the season. I had a quick look at this beforehand just to know where I could find everything. And just to let you know, actually, after their last FA Cup win against Fisher here, 4-0, they had a friendly. So teams are doing it in real life, just like I am in the streams and on my YouTube series previously. I don't feel bad about it now. I really don't. Regardless, in the league, the Essex Senior League, Walthamstow have had a good start to the season, claiming 19 points from their first 8 games. It appears they're in a promotion push, although they're in the same league as #United. We'll see how that goes for them anyway, or probably not. But regardless, today they face off against their opponents, who are Didcot Town. I need to go back and find them now. I should have just gone in through the other page, to be honest. Don't know why I didn't do that. But Didcot, they're in the pitching in Southern League Division 1. Division 1 Central, which is actually 2 divisions higher than where Walthamstow are. So on paper, Didcot, who have not had a good start to the season, they're in the relegation zone. 7 points from the first 9 games. They are in bad form, I'm going to assume. Yep, they haven't won. They haven't won a competitive game, actually, since the middle of September. This is their first FA Cup match of the season. So on paper, they're favourites just because they're 2 divisions higher. But they're in poor form. Walthamstow are in very good form. We could see an upset here, and I'm all for it. And it is now time for the FA Cup second preliminary round, coming to you live from Wadham Lodge. I finally discovered that's the name of Walthamstow's ground, by the way. I didn't know that in the last game. But regardless, it looks like a lot of people have turned out for this one, which is quite good to see. I was hoping it would come up with the teams that were actually going to be playing. We'll go through those teams as they appear on the screen. In fact, there we go. Oh, we go straight into a highlight. So as soon as the highlight is done, we will go through both teams. But right now, I think it's just we see the kickoff from the extended highlights, and there you go. Right, so Walthamstow. We didn't go through this in the last game, but now we get to actually see who their team is. Ash and Malhotra in goal. In fact, we can just go down here. Malhotra in goal, Toner, Beck, Adeyemi, Hammond in defence with Cowley and Dash in the midfield, Monshaju on the left wing, Ibe on the right wing, Vance as attacking midfielder behind the sole striker James. So a good old 4-2-3-1 formation. And it's the same for Didcot with a 4-2-3-1. Bedwell in goal, Parsons on the left back, Collins, Moody as centre backs, Breaker as the right back with Heapy and Humphreys in central midfield, Mutero on the left wing, Prince on the right wing. Look forward to seeing if he scores. Serato as the attacking midfielder behind Jay Andrews. Is there another Andrews in the team? I haven't seen one. I don't know why he's Jay Andrews, unless they've got a sub by the same name. And yeah, they have a Graham Andrews as goalkeeper on the bench. Throw into Didcot. Could we see an upset today? Walthamstow are the team in form. Didcot are facing a relegation battle early in the season already, and Ibe has just put the ball forward, but unfortunately only James was up front, and no one else was around to help him. But it looks like Walthamstow have gone very defensive to start this game. I mean, I don't blame them, but I think they could go more attacking in this game and really put Didcot under pressure. Didcot cleared the ball from defence, but it's back to Walthamstow, who appear to have more men forward now. And James is in here, runs, shoots, but it's blocked. And the ball has gone out for a throw-in. Ball into Cowley, but the ball has been cleared by the Didcot defence. Savato taking the ball forward. Who's around to help him? Butera. Butera driving nicely down the left-hand side. Only Savato is in the middle. And, oh, he's gotten brought down, and it's a penalty to Didcot. That looked very harsh. She just seemed to go down very slow motion. But whatever. Didcot with the penalty, and an injured Prince has just put the ball in the back of the net for Didcot Town. Dwight Prince doesn't even say how many goals he's got this season, but I'm going to assume that's probably his first. But a solid start for Didcot Town. That might ease the nerves a little bit for this relegation-threatened team. Moncheju with the throw-in. Runs into Toner. And hits the post! And that's the closest Walthamstow have come to scoring so far. Prince now with the free kick as the highlights are coming thick and fast here. Cowley getting the ball clear for Walthamstow and then now breaking. He's got options ahead of him. If he can just find another player, maybe on the right-hand side, such as just like that, who shoots wildly towards the goal, and that was just utterly terrible. Free kick now to Walthamstow. And it's just been scooped up. Adeyemi didn't get there in time, and the ball has been distributed quickly. Too quickly, because no one from Didcot Town was even in the Walthamstow half. Now Walthamstow can just take their time and see if they can force an opening, but they can't here. Well, Prince is still injured and he's on the pitch. I'm quite surprised about that. Vance taking the ball forward. It just feels like... close. It just feels like Walthamstow just taking pot shots from anywhere at the moment. And it's not quite working out for them. And we go into half-time with this slenderest of leads for Didcot. Just looking at the XG, neither team have really performed that well. Didcot, they got that most of that XG from that penalty that they took and converted. Whereas for Walthamstow, 9 shots, only 2 on target. A lot of those seem to come from outside the area. Moncheju. Going back to Toner, and again, it's just a poor ball forward by Walthamstow, and Prince driving the ball forward is not exactly breaking. He can't because he's kind of a broken man right now with that injury. Free kick to Walthamstow outside the area. Vance, poor free kick, well wide of the goal. Eventually, is the FA Cup run of Walthamstow about to come to a shuddering halt so early in the season? For Walthamstow, a cup run could mean everything, and oh, that's a terrible goal to concede. Question marks all over the keeper there, and Didcot Town have got their second, and that's the goal that could see them into the first qualifying round of the FA Cup. Ball forward from Prince. Andrews with the header. Yeah, the keeper should have done way better from that, and that's just a terrible goal for him to concede. Didcot Town looking very comfortable as it stands. Unless Walthamstow can mount a late comeback, it's looking very grim for their FA Cup prospects right now. Didcot get the ball forward here again. Spice. Maybe you can add some spice to their attack, but the shot goes well wide in the end. But Didcot looking much more confident now as the game goes on. Ball cleared by Walthamstow. Moncheju. Toner. Into James here, and James is actually in. If he can convert this. No, again, poor shots. Walthamstow's goal scoring form has kind of deserted them today. It's a bit of a shame for the neutral. We were talking about potential upset, but the only real upset here is the poor shooting of Walthamstow in this match. Corcoran into Moncheju. Plays it forward to James. They could get a break on here. Maybe too late regardless if the goal goes in, but the shot is saved after being shot straight at the goalkeeper. Corner to Walthamstow, probably the last attack of the game. Can they salvage some dignity? I say dignity. Can they salvage some form of pride here? But unfortunately, not the case. So they still have the ball. And no, they've lost it now to Savato going forward, and I think that's it. The game is effectively a wrap. Didcot Town in to the first qualifying round of the FA Cup. The attack is still going here. I'm quite surprised. I thought it would be over by now. but the ball has gone out for a corner. We're still going. I'm really quite amazed that the referee hasn't just ended this, because it's now a formality at this point, and the ball is now clear. Last few seconds, Moncheju into Rance, and yeah, that's the full-time whistle. It is over. Didcot Town is in to the first qualifying round of the FA Cup. Sensational, well, not sensational, but a professional performance from Didcot against a side 2 tiers below them. Bedwell did very well, saving quite a few shots. Moody clearing a lot of balls that were flung his way by Walthamstow. Andrews and Prince. Prince can't actually see him because he was taken off. Had a very, very good game for Didcot Town. We will be back with Didcot in the next round, regardless of who they face. If you've enjoyed that episode, make sure to hit the like button down below and click subscribe for more Football Manager content. Thank you so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.